Hey folks, it's Miss Sinclair for AP World History Modern. Today we are going to be talking about the Indian Ocean Maritime System. So this is one of our large trade systems in Unit 2, so this is one to definitely know. What factors contributed to the growth of trade along the Silk Road? Ignore the spice comparison chart. We're not going to be doing that. But your notes for today are on the Indian Ocean Maritime System. So this encompasses topic 2.3, exchange in the Indian Ocean. I want you to be able to think about the causes and effects of the growth of networks of exchange after 1200. And the impact of the environment on them. So the Indian Ocean Maritime System. The Indian Ocean Maritime System is this incredibly important trade system that's going to exist for literally thousands of years. In pre-modern times, it was a network of seaports, trade routes, and maritime culture linking countries on the rim of the Indian Ocean from Africa to Indonesia. So we know that all the way back to Unit 0, our ancient civilizations, Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa, with the Indus River Valley civilization, they were partaking in the Indian Ocean Maritime System, right? So this is an incredibly ancient system. We're just starting to talk about it now, but this has been a continuity, right? The people have been doing trade in the Indian Ocean for a long time. So the trade is going to be taking place across three main regions. You have the South China Sea. Let me see if I can draw some circles on here. Sometimes it doesn't like me. So the South China Sea right here. You are also going to have the eastern coast of India, so sort of the Bay of Bengal. And then finally the Persian Gulf and the Arabian Sea. So these are our three large regions, sort of the Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, and the South China Sea. So in the South China Sea, let me see if I have a slide for this. No. In the South China Sea, we're going to see that the primary traders are going to be Chinese and Malays. So this is the Malaysian Peninsula, so the people who live on it are ethnically Malay. This also will include Indonesia as well. So Chinese and Malaysian sailors are going to dominate the South China Sea region of the Indian Ocean Maritime System. In the eastern coast of India, so the Bay of Bengal region, we're going to see that Indians and Malays really dominated. In the Arabian Sea area, we're going to see that Persians and Arabs really dominate the trade in this area. So the Indian Ocean Maritime System is completely reliant on alternating steady winds. So it's completely reliant on the monsoon rains and the winds. So one part of the year, the winds blow south consistently. The other 6 months of the year, the winds blow north consistently, meaning you can very easily plan your trade between different regions. It really begins in 2000 BCE. So let's talk about the impact of Indian Ocean trade. In part, you have to first know what goods are coming from where. So from Africa, we are going to see exotic animals, both alive and dead, furs, skulls, but also, live rhinos, things like that. We see exotic animals, wood, and ivory. Ivory meaning elephant bone. From Somalia and southern Arabia, so think specifically about sort of Oman and Yemen. You will have frankincense and myrrh, so there's a lot of agriculture that's happening on the southern coast of the Arabian Peninsula. From the Persian Gulf region, you're going to have pearls and copper. From India, you're going to have spices and manufactured goods, silk, rugs, pottery, things that are made. And then from Southeast Asia, you are going to find spices and pottery. So, how did geography impact Indian Ocean trade routes? Geography includes weather patterns. So, in general, we see that the population density of the Indian Ocean trade route is going to be a lot denser here on the eastern part. So, all of this part of the Indian Ocean trade route is going to have a lot more people in it than this part. However, we're still going to see that there is the presence of bilingual and bicultural families. As people sail around, you might originally be from Malaysia, but you have a family on the coast of Africa. So this is a very multicultural region, and you have high rates of cultural exchange. So the sailors, the mariners, right, have advanced knowledge of Indian Ocean currents and monsoon wind patterns. We see the expansion and intensification of commerce along existing trade routes during this time, part of the stability brought on by the Pax Mongolica. You have technological innovations like the astrolabe. You see it pictured here. It's the thing that looks kind of like a watch. See, astrolabe. The lateen sail. So this is the lateen sail. How it's kind of a triangle. And there's a couple ships you need to know. Let me see if I have a picture of them. Not yet. So the ships you should know include the dhow, which we've talked about before. I'm such an expert artist. Dhow, and then of course a Chinese junk. So the dhow are going to be sort of cargo passenger ships in the Arabian Sea, whereas the junks you'll see more in the South China Sea. They both are going to have this lateen sail. So in Arabia, you have Aden and the Red Sea. So Aden is a port city. It's going to be a port city located in what's modern day Yemen. So let me see, where's my maps? So Aden was located like right here. Right there. So in the corner of sort of Yemen. So Aden is a port city in modern southern Arabian country of Yemen. So it's on the southwestern coast of the Arabian Peninsula. You're going to find the city of Aden. It's going to be a major trading center for Indian Ocean trade from ancient times. So it's going to be significant in it. It is through Aden that you're going to have a lot of your African and Arabian goods traveling through, especially if you have any goods going on their way to the Mediterranean. In the Indian Ocean trade, we're going to see, this is just more goods, more detail about what's being traded. Cotton cloth and beads from India, remember, manufactured goods. Spices from Southeast Asia, think cinnamon, vanilla, pepper. Horses from Arabia and Ethiopia. Pearls from the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf. Manufactured luxuries from Cairo, that's in Egypt, think like velvet, rugs. Slaves, gold and ivory from Ethiopia. Grain, opium, and dye, so colors, from Aden. In Southeast Asia, the big port city to know is going to be Malacca, which we've already talked about, the Strait of Malacca, right? It's a port city on the Malaysian peninsula. It's really going to be founded in 1400, really. And it's going to be a huge, predominant trading emporium that will be a crucial pinch point for trade going from the South China Sea to the Bay of Bengal and vice versa. To really get your goods from the Bay of Bengal to the South China Sea, you have to go through the Strait of Malacca and pay them for the privilege. So, how did cultural and ecological differences promote trade? And in turn, how did trade and other contacts promote state growth and the spread of Islam? So basically, how did trade impact culture, and how did culture and ecology promote trade? Watch this before you go any further. In general, this video will really help you understand some of these discussion questions. Watch the whole thing, please. Let's do a few practice questions to finish up our day. So, source-based question. Sources can include maps as well. So take a moment to pause the video and look closely at this map. You might need to return back to it. The particular routes and timings of the voyages depicted on the maps best reflect which of the following characteristics of Omani merchants. Right, so look back. Do you have to think about where is Oman? Unfortunately, you still need to know geography, even for world history class. Based on the maps and your knowledge of world history, which of the following best describes the effect of the spread of Islam on Indian Ocean trade? Which of the following factors contributed the most to Omani traders' ability to undertake the voyages depicted on the map? Based on the maps and your knowledge of world history, which of the following can be best inferred about South and East Asian trading cities on the map? So for your summary, please explain the causes and effects of the growth of trade networks after 1200, thinking specifically of Indian Ocean trade. Explain the role of environmental factors in the development of trade networks in the region. Watch the crash course on Indian Ocean trade before starting this summary to have a fuller understanding of it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.